Hello all, good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss on one of the most important features in Oracle 23ai, the Json Relational Duality Views. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Adityanath. I currently work as Principal Technical Account Manager in one of the leading cloud-based product companies, where I support numerous customers in successfully delivering various DB and cloud-related projects. I'm ex-Oracle S. My blog has been consistently featured in top 100 Oracle blogs in world by Feedspot. Let's start discussing on this important feature with some famous quotes by various customers published by Oracle. Some quotes refer this is a most important innovation in information science in last 20 years. So what is JSON Relational Duality Views? This is for all application developers who are looking for document model like flexibility and simplicity in app development while working on the relational data. So we can now use document model inside Oracle relational database model without losing out of any of the features of both the models. Let's see what are the pros and cons of each of the models, followed by how this feature is going to combine both of them. So what is there in the relational database? So relational database, it supports asset properties, it supports consistency. You can use SQL to query the data. You can choose only columns that you require to fetch the data. You don't have to select all the columns in the table. You can join multiple tables and compute the results. You can use complex SQLs and have tight integration of multiple tables to compute the results. But this makes it bit difficult for the developers because application developer has to understand schema structure, including table name, what are the column names, how they are related beforehand, before building the application. Normalization breaks the business data into multiple tables. So application developers have to take care of that as well. And SQL is not tightly integrated with any of the programming language. So you need to connect to database and run the SQL queries. So this particular model is bit complex for the application developer as compared to document model. So what is there in document model? Document model is very close to application developers because they deal with document as a single object, and they can use normal get and put calls from the application to retrieve the documents from the database. All data can be documented into, or all the data can be mapped into a single object, and there are no complex relationships defined. But this model is bit difficult to manage the complex application. Major problem with this model is data duplication and consistency. Small changes in data like customer context, you may have to update thousands of the documents. Normalization defeats the simplicity of the document model, and many relationships are very difficult to manage in document model. So in conclusion, document model are more suited for the simple application, and as the complexity increases, are difficult to manage. On other hand, relational models are very complex at the start of the development because the developer has to define multiple constraint relationship, and they have to maintain normalization. But it will be easy as the application complexity increases because design consideration are taken care at the start of the application design itself. So till now, we discussed benefits of the each models, but instead of choosing either or, can we say both and combine the strength of both the models in single platform? Yes, that is possible with 23ai Json Relational Duality Views. With duality views, you can now keep the data in relational tables in highly normalized format, but application can access it in the form of JSON document. So developers can access data in the form of JSON documents without much thinking how data has been normalized at the backend. This feature helps to hide all the complexity at the DB level, providing simplicity and efficiency to developers to manage the application data. So here's the syntax how the JSON relational views can be created on the top of the relational tables. I do have a school data wherein I do have multiple tables, student, courses, teachers, etc. And I have mapped it into single document by creating JSON Duality View on top of all these tables. And application is now going to see the data in JSON format. So here we are getting benefit of both the models, that too in single Oracle 23ai database. Now, developers can retrieve data which stored in data spanning multiple tables, mapping it into single JSON document from the single DB operation from the application. Application can now use APIs such as ORDS, MongoDB API, or use simple JSON functions to retrieve data from the database. Duality views are fully updatable JSON views over relational data. Application now can simply read the data as a document. They can make the necessary changes and they can put it back onto a database without worrying how relationship is maintained at the backend. Oracle in backend takes care of updating individual tables, and multiple duality views can be implemented across overlapping group of tables. So it makes it easy for application developers to define flexibility, or you can have a flexibility of application development. So what are the use cases of this JSON relational duality views? You can create a backend of mobile and web application which needs JSON APIs, and that is on the top of Oracle 23ai. You can modernize the app development with the JSON document using existing relational data, and you can replace your existing document database with Oracle 23ai and get the benefits of asset properties as well. So that's it from my side. I would recommend you to test this feature on your lab or on your database. In case you have any questions, you can kindly contact me with any of the channels that are mentioned on the screen. Thank you and happy learning.